Hello friends, today we have a different kind of episode. We are going to introduce ourselves, tell a little bit about ourselves and why we made the decision to move to Portugal, and we are going to answer some questions. So my name is Michiel, this is my lovely wife Stephanie. We have 2 children, a boy named Mace, who's 22 months old, and a girl named Nora, who's 9 months old. I myself am 41 years old, and my wife Stephanie is 43 years old, and we've been married.
43?
Yeah.
34.
34. And we've been married for over
2.5
2 years now, 2.5 years now. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go to the questions. So, question number 1 is, what did we do before we moved to Portugal, and how did we met?
We had our own small catering business. I am from an Indonesian heritage. My parents come from Indonesia. If you know Indonesian people, then you know food is very important. So I think that's also how I won Michiel's heart.
For sure, yeah.
He was actually the one who said I should do something with my food.
Because the food is delicious.
After 2 years together, we decided, okay, we're going to start our own catering business, which was actually quite a success.
Yeah.
Started our small business in 2018, the end of 2018.
October,
and
yeah.
we made the big step in 2019 to quit our full-time jobs.
Yeah.
We both worked at an office and decided we're just going to do it.
Yeah.
We did event catering for weddings, for parties,
Birthdays,
for birthdays,
funerals.
for funerals indeed, business events. But when COVID hit, we had to shift everything, and then we started to do delivery because, you know, nobody went out. So everyone stayed in and ordered food, which was actually also a big success.
Yeah, right from the start. We were very busy, had a lot of orders. Didn't struck us that hard financially.
No, it was just a really stressful period because as business owners, we immediately felt implications of the lockdowns. Money-wise, all the price went instantly up. You know, you cannot just close off an entire world without it having an economical impact.
No.
That's just the facts. And just see our dream, which was to own a farm or a homestead and live a self-sufficient life, and we could just see that dream going further and further away. And so when our first was born, we decided, okay, if we want to do this, we do this now.
Yeah, we have to do this now. Yeah.
We are now still young. We are strong enough and we are capable enough to build something up from the ground. We can adjust and adapt to the situation. So we are going to create a life which is more in keeping with our values and our beliefs. Yeah. And now is the time.
Yeah, so we did. No regrets.
And we met. I come from the west of the Netherlands and you come from central Netherlands. And we met in the south. And it sounds like maybe it's far away, but really the Netherlands is such a small country. In 3 hours you're in and out of the country if you want to. So we met in the south and we worked at the same company. And Michiel already worked there for 6-7 years.
Yeah, 6 years. Yeah.
And I came there and
Well, it was love at first sight for me. When I saw her, I thought, finally, there she is. I just have to conquer her heart. How do you say? Yeah.
And he did.
So yeah, it worked. Yeah.
Yes. And now fast forward, we started our own company. We quit our jobs, our corporate jobs, because we both knew this is not it.
No, this is not going to make us happy.
No,
it's just for the money, and it's not a good way of living.
And then you have to spend money, all the money you earn, to give some meaning to your life. You know, by the grace of God, He opened our eyes and softened our hearts. We got married, and well, I almost got instantly pregnant of our first child, which was such a blessing.
Yeah.
After 3 months, I got pregnant with our second one.
3 months after he was born,
Yes, 3 months after our first was born, which was also a blessing.
Yeah.
She is so funny and sweet and adorable. And both of them together are so, how do you say it? We call it gezellig in Dutch.
Cozy,
Cozy, but it's like fun cozy.
Yeah.
You know, fun and adorable cozy. So that's how we met.
Yeah.
And fast forward, we are now here with our 2 children, and I believe this is one of the best choices we had ever made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not always easy, but you know.
It's hard work,
But life really isn't easy, is it?
No, it's not supposed to be, I think.
No. Right, next question. Why did we decide to move to Portugal?
Yeah, why Portugal? Well, it wasn't our first choice to go to Portugal. We had done some research because we wanted to buy land cheap, and the climate had to be, like we used to in the Netherlands. That means pretty mild summers, pretty harsh winters, sort of. Nothing extreme, yeah. But 4 seasons, that's only to min. Nonetheless, 4 seasons, yeah. So we did some research, and first we went to Hungary because land there is cheap. The climate is sort of the same as the climate in the Netherlands. The summers are a bit more hotter and the winters are a bit harsher. So we went there on a speed visit. Just 4 days we had to drive to Hungary, check it out and go back. We contacted some Dutch folks who are already in Hungary, stayed at a bed and breakfast run by Dutch people. And we must say the country is beautiful.
Yes,
it's very green and luscious. Yes. Very much wildlife.
It's similar to the Netherlands. It also has a lot of flat areas, but also it has a lot of mountains and forests.
Yeah.
So it's really, I was caught by surprise.
Yeah, we were amazed.
Yeah, it was really beautiful.
Yeah, we saw some beautiful places.
Yeah, we saw so much wildlife.
Yeah,
just in those
incredible.
4 days.
Yeah.
So many boars and deer, and birds, rabbits, and badgers. I think.
Badgers. Yeah. Surprisingly, so we thought, well, this is the place we are going to settle. But we had 2 major.
We had 2 conditions.
Yeah, 2 major conditions.
To build a new life.
One is homeschooling. It's very important to us. We want to...
The freedom to homeschool as we see fit.
Yeah. And the second one is that we could do everything that we wanted to do. Like keep animals without any problems. Have enough land to do so. Well, that wasn't the problem at all. There's land enough in Hungary.
No,
it's a big country with not many people.
It's a more conservative country. It's a very Christian country,
very
actually.
Christian, yeah.
The West portrays the country leader as a dictator, which is just ridiculous. Yeah. Because he holds family and tradition high. So there are actually lots of government benefits.
Yep.
If you wanted to go there and start a family, the more children you have, the more they will support you.
Yeah.
So
they really encourage you to have a big family.
Because they're just a very family-oriented country, which is Portugal as well. But Portugal is also, despite being in the south, more of a Western kind of country than it is an Eastern kind of country. Yeah. Eastern Europe,
Yeah, that's true.
So
the government decided in 2019 that homeschooling was no longer allowed, prohibited. So that was a major setback for us.
Yes.
We really want to homeschool our children. So that was not done. Off the table, yeah. So we watched a lot of YouTube.
For inspiration.
Yeah, for inspiration. Look at other homesteaders, how they are doing things. And we got pushed a lot of homestead from Portugal. A lot of Dutch people, English people, German people who are already living in Portugal. So we thought, well, let's check Portugal. But in the north, we saw some footage.
And we saw some vloggers,
Yeah, some vloggers and pretty green.
Yeah, it was actually beautiful. Yeah. With forest and waterfalls and lots of luscious, fertile soil.
Yeah.
It made us very curious.
Yeah.
And also the prices are affordable here. So.
Yeah, it's not as cheap as in Hungary, but still it's affordable. It's way cheaper than in the Netherlands.
Yes.
So we decided to check out Portugal. Yeah. So we bought a caravan and a strong car.
We sold our house. We quit our business, which was our first baby.
Yeah.
It was a year of a lot of ends.
And new beginnings.
Beginnings, yes.
Yeah. So we drove to Portugal, checked out the north. We camped at a beautiful camping site. Yeah. Cepo Verde, for the people who want to know. It's near Bragança. It's way up north in Portugal.
In the mountains?
In the mountains, yeah. And it's beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful campsite,
absolutely.
yeah.
And the cleanest bathroom
and
toilets we've ever seen. We even took our shoes off when we went inside because it was so clean.
It was really clean.
And they
played some nice music on the background. Yeah, it was incredible.
Yes.
And beautiful views. Beautiful views. So, yeah, and green, luscious, and lots of water.
Yeah, it had actually rained almost the entire time.
Yeah, we were there it was in October.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was in my third trimester.
Yeah.
I could just give birth any day, really. So we also bought a tub to go.
Yeah.
So, if worst case scenario, if our girl had decided to come early, we would be prepared.
Yeah. So it rained the whole time. We
were 2 weeks? No.
No, 3 weeks, I think.
3 weeks in total, maybe.
Yeah. And I think 3 or 4 days it was dry. The rest of the period it rained.
Yeah, a lot.
Pretty hard. And,
yeah. So that already was just a surprise to us.
Yeah. A pleasant surprise.
Yes, a pleasant surprise.
So we contacted some real estate agents to go and see properties. One real estate agent called right back, asked us what we want, told him what we want. He said, well, I think I have the perfect place for you. He took us there. That day began with rain. When we arrived, it dried. The sun came out. We saw a deer walking by. It was an amazing experience.
Yes.
Well, it's the land we bought. So yeah, and the biggest surprise was there was already a house we could move in.
Yes.
We were looking for plots of land and we hoped that there was a ruin we could fix up so we could live there. As long as the ruin wasn't fixed up, we would live in our caravan that we bought.
With 2 small children.
So that's
But we were prepared for it. We're like, it's fine. But,
we'll manage,
Yeah.
And a blessing indeed, yeah. And we could afford it. So, and there was a house, so we could sell the caravan again and move right into the house. Yeah. So, yeah, very blessed. Yeah. How many hectares is the land?
We officially own 4.5 hectares, which is roughly about 11 acres, which is quite big, bigger than we actually looked for, and that we hoped for. So another blessing. And we have several terraces of open fields where we can grow food or have grazing animals if we'd like. And we have forested areas also on different terraces. We have 3 water wells and a big water tank. If you have seen our previous videos, then you would have seen it. And also a small pond in our hidden forest. And the thing that surprised us when we did some research is that during the midst of the summer,
the dry period,
indeed, all the wells dried out. Actually, a friend of us texted us this week, told him his water sources are almost dried out. Luckily for us, our water tank did dry out, but we have some lower wells, which are all 3 are just full, which is just great. And also in our hidden forest, there's a stream and a big pond.
And a stream that's still flowing. Yeah.
Yes. So.
And we use quite a lot of water.
Yes.
The wells are still full.
Yes, so that's nice.
Yeah, no issues there. So
that's in the beginning, initially, we thought we would have to drill a borehole, but we now see that there's actually no need for it yet, but we will do it eventually because we want to have more grazing animals, and so we just want easy access directly on to the water line with no interference of water well and cleaning and all that mess.
And filtering the water and...
We just want a reliable source of water, so we will get a borehole.
Eventually we will get a borehole,
along the line.
Yeah, it's on the planning. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Like the many things.
We got a big list.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much did we pay for all this glorious land and water wells and forest?
Yeah. Well, the plot was on the market for 70,000 euros. It was more than we were willing to spend. But we put in an offer of 48,000 euros and the sellers accepted it right away. Then the next question we've got is how big are the properties on our land? Because we've got 4 properties.
We have a house, a ruin, a small ruin, and a stone barn. And the house is the exact same size as the ruin, because that is the law here in Portugal, if I get it right. So there's a permit for building.
There's a living permit.
Which is, which is, the ruin is 70 square meters.
Yep.
The permit is also for 70 square meters.
Yep.
So the house that is built here is 70 square meters. However, it is divided up into 2 floors. It's actually 35 square meters, but we have an
2 times
upstairs and
a downstairs. Both
so
35 square meters.
Yes, but we all live and do everything in the upstairs because that
For
is
now.
already finished for now. And the downstairs still needed some work, which we will make into sleeping quarters.
Yeah.
So
downstairs we will sleep, and upstairs will be our big living room.
yeah, living room, homeschooling room,
Yeah.
and just overall fun room.
Yeah.
Then we also have a small ruin. We have actually no idea what this space was used for. The mystery unfolds as we uncover more of the ruin, because now we have found the ruin is actually divided in 2. There was a stone wall in the middle, and 2 doors, and there's also 2 what's it called? Drempels?
I don't know, man.
It has 2 drempels, which is very unusual for if you are going to use it as a stable.
Yeah.
Also, it has a concrete floor, but it has no windows, so it's actually, we have actually no idea. And we do not speak fluent Portuguese yet, so we could not ask the previous owners.
No.
But the small ruin is roughly about 9 square meters, which we have plans for, and we'll discuss it later. And the stone barn is roughly 16 square meters, but it is very high, so we will...
build in a sort of loft. How do you call it?
We have plans for it, but we will discuss it
later.
What are our plans for the future?
Okay. Yeah, our future plans with the properties and the land. The stable, it's a big project. The stable needs to have a new roof because the roof is very old. Yeah, the wood is a bit rotten. And I also would like to build in an extra...
Verdieping?
Yeah. So an extra verdieping. Yeah. Where we can stack our hay and our food.
For extra storage.
For extra storage, yeah.
Yes.
The house, considering the house, we already mentioned that the ground floor we want to put in bedrooms, but it has no windows yet, so I have to make windows, 4 of them actually, divide the space into 3 rooms. And we want to build a kitchen connected to the house, also on the ground floor.
But that requires a permit, will take some time.
Yeah.
We imagine.
The ruin where we're sitting now, this is a temporary kitchen. We want to rebuild the ruin, put on a roof with windows so we can extend our living area. Yeah, we will also like to extend our family, so we need to have more space for all the kids. So yeah, so that's the plan. The small ruin, we want to make it into a pantry. Yeah, let's say a root cellar. Gonna need to have a roof, and we're gonna surround it by sand and stones, so that's nice, dark and cold. Yeah, that's about it for the buildings. It's a lot of work, but we've got the time, so yeah.
Yeah, and we like to work, so it's fine. Yeah. We are building a farm for ourselves to feed our family. We would like to have a closed system so that if, anything happens, we are provided for. Eventually, we would love to make it into a business. So not only us can benefit from it, but our entire community. I think our big plan and goal for the future, or dream, is to have a family-run farmstead business where we control the entire process. So we raise, we grow, we produce, we process our own animals, we grow our own food, where we bake our own bread and sell our own bread, and have our own dairy cows to make cheeses, or goats, of course. However, we understand that Portuguese are not very
fond of goat
milk, but that's fine. We love cows.
Yeah.
We love everything. They are very versatile animals. So that would be the ultimate dream, I believe, to have the entire process ourselves and to serve our community around us. That would be the absolute dream, and to run the business with our children, perhaps extended family if they wish.
Yeah.
How do we finance our life?
Yeah. Well,
the big question everybody wants to know, of course. How do you do this?
And it's an understandable question. Well, we sold our house, of course, in the Netherlands, and it was good time to sell the house. The house prices were really high. When I bought the house, they were very low. We made a very good profit. We had some savings, of course.
And that will get us through the first period to get settled, to build our systems.
Yep.
But we were already we're not big spenders per se. We don't really value a lot of stuff or a lot of social activities like which cost money. Yeah. We like to do active things, but we're not people who like to spend a lot of money to go to a theme park or something. We like walks, we like to work out, we like to see beautiful things which are free.
Yeah.
Of course we indulge every now and then, so we don't need a lot to live. Eventually savings will run out. So we are currently working on building multiple income streams, and one of them is this YouTube channel. We are already monetized, so if you are watching our advertisements, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You are actually contributing to our finances, so we are very thankful. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this with friends and family if you deem us worthy. We are also starting up a PayPal account, so if you would like to support us in our journey of building an off-grid farmstead business, you can make a small donation or whatever you like. And I will include the details in the description down below. And next to that, we are also working on building other income streams. But since we are still in training, so to say, we cannot disclose too much details about it yet. So once that is established, we will tell a bit.
Yeah, keep you up to date.
Yes, we will keep you up. It fits our lifestyles. Working at an office or working for a boss. Once you get a taste of self-employment, you just do not want to work for an employer anymore.
It would make me very sad. Yeah.
Yes.
Is there something we miss from our former life, from the Netherlands? What are you missing?
Nothing specific. I don't mean to be cold or anything. You know, I do miss the ability to visit my family or my extended family, my in-laws, especially with the children now. Our oldest, he just lights up when he sees his big cousins, and he loves his big cousins, so that's just something that we miss, to have that community. Oh, and Asian supplies. Yeah. There are not many Asian supplies. I missed
very hard to get here.
Yes.
Yeah. For me goes the same regarding the family. And I miss the Asian hot sauce. You cannot get it here in Portugal.
Only in the really big cities.
Yeah. But they are too far away from here.
The closest one is an hour or so.
Yeah, and I didn't find it there also. So I'm not sure they have it in Portugal. And I miss the frikandel speciaal. I really love that one. So
it's a Dutch.
It's a Dutch delicacy.
Well, a snack is more fitting, I believe.
Yeah. But no, well, we like it here. Yeah, the people are nice here. And,
yes. We got settled in, I think, quite easily. I think the thing that I will speak for myself, I needed to get rid of their modern mindset because I was so used and spoiled that everything would be just instant, you know? Especially in the Netherlands, it's such a small country. If you want something, you know, you can just go online, order it, next day you got it.
That goes for me too, yeah.
I don't miss it, but I just needed time to adjust, but I guess that's
normal, yeah, because here it's another story. Yeah, if you order a parcel in Portugal, well, it could take
weeks. If they can even find our address. Because we ordered some. Well, it took weeks.
Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks, yeah.
Yes, it took weeks. And several attempts to find our driver called us. Okay, I'm almost nearing. Am I close?
Yeah.
But it worked out eventually. Yeah. And also, it's good to not have everything on hand. It makes you feel very entitled, which is just not reality. If you want something, you just have to work for it.
Patience, yeah.
Yes. Do we do online ministry or a home Bible study? Maybe we should tell something a bit about our faith journey.
Yeah.
when the pandemic hit, it really just shifted our view of the world and our health and really what's important. And I must say, God really graced us with his blessings. And as I said before, he opened our eyes to ourselves as is, and he softened our hearts, and that we may see how the world really is.
Yeah.
So we are just newborn Christians, really.
Yeah.
So we do not attend a church, or we do not have a community yet.
Not
at
yet.
least we do follow a Bible study by Pastor David Pawson. He's really good. We let the Holy Spirit lead us in this journey, because we ask for discernment in this journey, because there are so many false prophets and so much misinformation, especially when you are new to the faith. It's hard to know what is the truth and what is the true word of God.
Yeah.
So we ask and pray for discernment, and that the Holy Spirit leads us to the narrow and straight path.
Yeah.
So eventually we would like to have a community of sound doctrine, Bible believing Christians, but that is just not the case right now.
No.
And so we just let God use us in any way he sees fit. I watch a lot of Canon Press. For the American viewers, they might be familiar with Canon Press, but I really love their teachings. It's sound teachings with sound doctrine, Bible based, and I just really love it. So
that's about it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see, we are sitting here in our sweaters because it's actually
Cold.
really cold
Yeah.
in the summer. Finally,
That's a blessing, yeah.
Yes, it's a blessing.
I understand now why people take siestas. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's really necessary.
Yes.
You cannot do anything
No.
in midday because it's too hot. It's just
Yes,
too.
I
45
must say.
Celsius was the highest temperature we had. Yeah.
Yes, and a lot of fires in our area. Luckily, not too close to us. We
But
were
we could
safe, on the safe side.
Yeah.
But
We could see the fires from our
yes,
plot.
I
so.
think 5 or 6 fires in the last week.
But today was a cool day.
Yes.
Yeah. We would like to thank our viewers for all the questions we've got and the support we got and the tips and tricks we've got.
Yes, we are very blessed to have so many viewers that are so knowledgeable, and we are very grateful for that.
And sweet also.
Yes.
We
never thought we would do something like this. I think we are both very social people, but we do not necessarily like to put ourselves in the spotlight.
In the picture like this. No.
We prayed about it, and we hope that God will just use us as living witnesses of the glory of God and the glory of Jesus. He really has changed our lives for the better, and it's not always easy, but we have our strong Lord to
support us.
And we have our eye fixed on eternity. And we, by the grace of God, we hope to raise godly children and to tell people about the good news. Of course.
So we want to thank you for watching this episode and the previous episode. And we'll see you next time.
Yes, see you next time.
Bye.